Bruins 8.0 Alex Ovechkin leads Washington Capitals rise. Alex Ovechkin's leadership skill has been questioned because of the Washington Capitals' poor playoff history. But an argument can be made that Ovechkin has done some of his best work as a captain this season. The Capitals were projected to take a half step back because they lost too many players to a salary cap crunch. Instead, the Capitals hold the NHL's third-best record. More, 2018 NHL All-Star rosters more, players who missed out on All-Star game berth with 28 goals in 45 games. Ovechkin deserves some Hart Trophy consideration. He's leading by example. The Capitals are number 3 on USA Today's NHL Power Rankings. Our list: 1. Tampa Bay Lightning, with Victor Hedman, lower body, sidelined 3 to 6 weeks. Look for Mikhail Sergachev to have an expanded role. The rookie's strong season, 8 goals, 26 points in 44 games, has been lost in the Lightning's team success. 2. Vegas Golden Knights, feel free to believe that Jonathan Marchessault deserved a place in the All-Star game. James Neal has been a go-to guy, but Marchessault leads the team in points, 41, and shots, 138. 3. Capitals, even though Ovechkin is on pace to score more than 50 goals, the Capitals rank 10th in scoring average. They could use more scoring depth. 4. Winnipeg Jets, those who don't believe the Jets' all-around game is strong enough for the playoffs should know they rank 4th in goal-scoring average, 3.30, and 12th in goals against average, 2.74. 5. Boston Bruins, no team is performing better than the Bruins the last several weeks. Since losing a game to the Edmonton Oilers on November 26, the Bruins are 14-4. In those 20 games, the Bruins have given up no goals or one goal 10 times. 6. Nashville Predators, despite being one of the NHL's top contenders, the Predators don't have any player among the top 50 scorers. 7. Los Angeles Kings, a primary reason why the Kings lead in goals against average is they are number 1 in penalty killing, 87.1%. Every other team is below 85%. 8. St. Louis Blues, the Blues will need to improve on their 29th ranked power play, 15%, before the playoffs. With Vladimir Tarasenko up front, the Blues should be much better. 9. Dallas Stars, making Jason Spezza a healthy scratch might fuel more trade speculation, but he'll be difficult to move because he has a $7.5 million cap hit this season and next. 10. Calgary Flames, add Michael Furland, 25, to your list of underrated players. He has 19 goals this season, topping last season's 15. 11. Toronto Maple Leafs, since coming back from a concussion, Austin Matthews has 6 goals in 9 games. Oddly, he has no assists in his last 8 games. 12. Minnesota Wild, are the Wild the NHL's most difficult read? They are 6-2 in their last 10, yet it feels as if they should be more impressive. Are they a true contender? It's hard to tell. 13. San Jose Sharks, although the Sharks have their share of veterans with plenty of goals on their resumes, scoring seems to be their biggest need heading into the trade deadline. They rank 20th at 2.81 goals per game. 14. Columbus Blue Jackets, The Athletic reports that defenseman Jack Johnson has asked for a trade. He will be an unrestricted free agent next summer, but the Blue Jackets are a contender and Johnson plays 19 minutes, 24 seconds per game. It's unlikely they would disrupt their defense at this point. They do need to add a goal scorer. 15. New Jersey Devils, Taylor Hall leads the Devils with 144 shots on goal and no one teammate has reached 100. Rookie Nico Hischier is second with 96. 16. Colorado Avalanche, owning a 7-game winning streak, the Avs are the talk of the NHL. Their 51 points in 43 games are 3 points more than they had in 82 games last season. 17. Chicago Blackhawks, the Blackhawks headed into their break talking about the need to do some soul-searching. Coach Joel Quenneville called their Sunday loss to Detroit a brutal performance. They have looked out of sync. No word about when injured goalie Corey Crawford would be back in the lineup. 18. Pittsburgh Penguins. Sidney Crosby has 3 goals and 8 assists in his past 4 games to climb to 13th in the scoring race. The Penguins won those 4 games and are starting to look more like a 2-time defending Stanley Cup champion. 19. New York Rangers. Nothing is mysterious about their recent difficulties. They have to tighten up defensively to make the playoffs. They give up an average of 34.2 shots per game, ranking second to last. Goalie Henrik Lundqvist hasn't faced fewer than 33 shots in a start since December 13. Coach Alain Vigneault is under pressure to improve the defensive play. 20. Philadelphia Flyers. Of the bottom 14 teams in the NHL on Monday morning, the Flyers were the only team to have a winning home, 11-8-4, and road record, 9-7-4, plus a positive goal differential, +3. 21. Anaheim Ducks. Andrew Cogliano's thoughts about losing his 830-game Ironman streak on a suspension. It's a tough pill to swallow, I'm not going to lie. I've played hard and I've battled. He said teammates have been supportive. I think there has been a lot of people that have reached out and initiated that I have done something special. The more I look back on it, it's pretty cool. I think that playing 830 games in a row, not a lot of guys can say that, and that's something that I will hold to my heart. 22. New York Islanders. Pending free agent John Tavares said again that he wants to stay. Shouldn't the Islanders be inquiring about the availability of Buffalo goalie Robin Lehner or even Detroit's Jimmy Howard? 23. Carolina Hurricanes. Noah Hanifin is the Canes' All-Star representative, but he's their number 4 defenseman in terms of playing time. He leads Carolina's defense in goals, 7, and points, 21. 24. Florida Panthers. Florida star Alexander Barkov leads NHL forwards in ice time with an average of 22:30 per game. Teammate Vincent Trocheck is third at 21:41. Anze Kopitar is second, 21:56, and Connor McDavid is fourth, 21:24-25. Detroit Red Wings. As Andreas Athanasiou's minutes have risen, his shots on goal total has spiked. He has 3 goals and 23 shots in his past 5 games. He had an 8-shot game against the Rangers on December 29. 26. Edmonton Oilers. McDavid has 14 multiple-point games this season, and now Crosby has 14 multiple-point games. 27. Montreal Canadiens. With goals in each of his last 3 games, Max Pacioretty is close to being back on a 20-goal pace. That hasn't quieted trade rumors. 28. Vancouver Canucks. With 32 points in 45 games, Thomas Vanek looks like he could be a quality fit for a contending team seeking an offensive spark. The trade market is short on scorers. Can the Canucks land a second-rounder for Vanek? 29. Ottawa Senators. Mike Hoffman is still leading the NHL in trade speculation this week. 30. Buffalo Sabres. Evander Kane's trade value might be diminished by his lack of playoff experience, but it's strengthened by the fact that there are few available players with his blend of goals and grit. He totaled 48 goals and 204 penalty minutes in 2 seasons from 2015-17. This season, he has 36 points in 44 games. 31. Arizona Coyotes. The Coyotes are second to last in goal scoring, 2.3 per game, and goals against average, 3.45, and last in team save percentage, .891. Any more questions about why the Coyotes are last in the power rankings?